Hi guys, good evening. How are you doing? This is Noura, the founder and CEO of Noura's Books, accounting and tax professional, and the founder of Noura's Books. I'm here today with a new tax tip related to cryptocurrency. In general, this is related to virtual currency in general. So a lot of people are confused. I'm not sure if they should report virtual currency or not. A lot of people just overlook this and think, oh, okay, it's virtual currency, we don't have to report it, so let's just go ahead and skip that. IRS don't know anything about it. Well, IRS know everything. You do have a reporting requirement, so you make sure that you report your virtual currency transaction. One thing you need to know is IRS treats virtual currency as property, not as a currency. Well, I know the name currency might have confused a lot of people, but in fact, it is treated for the U.S. IRS reporting purposes as property. And yes, that is different from reporting it as just currency. It's totally different. Property, you want to think about like maybe buying a house, anything in that, but not exactly like this. It's a little bit different. So, but you have to keep in mind it is treated as property, meaning there's going to be bases to keep track of, and the taxpayer is the one responsible of reporting the bases, keeping track of the bases. So you should have a document that keeping track of your bases. When did you buy the currency? How much did you buy it for? Or when any time that you make an exchange, you should keep track of that. It's your responsibility. All these records usually reported to the U.S. from the place that you set, Coinbase or all these platforms. So you want to make sure that you are reporting your part, so you're not going to be in trouble later on, in the next few years, subject to a lot of money penalty related to penalty just for not reporting virtual currency. So let's say if you sell something and you get paid by current currency, you have to report that as an income. The way to report it as an income, you want to see the fair market value in US dollar for that Bitcoin at the time, or virtual currency at the time you receive this money. So let's say you sold something on November 30 for whatever amount of Bitcoin or virtual currency. So what you want to do is see how much was that, what's the value of that currency on that date, November 30. That is the fair market value, and this is what you have to report as income when you're filing your taxes for 2021. Make sure you keep track of that. So if you're using platforms to do that, they should give you 1099K, but you still be responsible to track your bases. So in case you sell or buy something with your currency, you need to make sure you track that, so we know what to report. And if you need help with that, I can guide you. You can just book a time for your taxes and the link in the bio here, so you can just book a time, and I'll happy to talk to you and explain more and help you come up with the correct basis and correct calculation, so you can report that on your taxes accurately, so you don't face any trouble down the road. I'll be happy to help you on that while onboarding for tax preparation. That's all I wanted to share with you right now for about cryptocurrency. Another thing I want to remind you for is, January 24th is when IRS open for individual tax filing, so make sure you have everything ready. Feel free to onboard with me and book your time now before the time, get booked with some other people. So just get your time there and let me help you. Let me help you with my team. We'll be happy to help you with the most complicated cases. And if you are a business, remember that your deadline for filing, if you are in calendar year, will be March 15. And if you're thinking about so make sure you have everything ready. If you haven't been doing your bookkeeping, we can help you clean that up. If your book is ready, just come over and book an appointment, and let's help you and see if you are if it makes sense for you to be an S corp for 2022 or not, and we can help you electing that before the deadline. So it's going to be retroactive until the beginning of from the beginning of the year, which is January 1st, 2022. And last thing I want to remind you of is if you had an employee or independent contractor for the 2021, it is now the time to file those forms with the IRS and to send them to your employees or your independent contractor. The deadline for that is January 31st. Send those to your people as soon as possible. And if you need help on any of that, please feel free to book your appointment. I'll be happy to help you. We are here ready to help you with all your accounting and tax needs. Want to make sure you are all set financially and you pay the less amount and you don't miss any deduction or any credits or any tax saving that you are entitled to. So that's what I wanted to share with you tonight, and I will see you soon. Have a good night. See you later.